The purpose of this video is to illustrate the Pastel security exploit that was announced on pastelsecured.co.za today. It's a very difficult issue because on the one hand we do not want to make too much information available and make it too easy for any user to access the data. On the other hand, we wish to illustrate the seriousness of this breach. As explained on the website, the nature of Pastel is such that people or any user who's ever been created in Pastel would have been able to copy your data. If a technician worked on your system, they would have been able to access your data, copy it, take it home. If your hard drive was stolen or maybe sent in for repairs or whatever, people would have been able to copy your Pastel data and open it in other versions of Pastel on other machines and read all your information. At this point in time, it's important once again to stress that the nature of this information is extremely sensitive. You can see somebody's income statement, you can see his balance sheet, you can see his client list, you can see all his payroll information, banking details, costing structures. And what we want to illustrate now, and we've done the hack last night and made a video recording which I'll talk you through, is I wish to illustrate how easy it is, and the level of knowledge required to perform this hack is not that of a hacker. You really need to know very, very basic network principles, very, very basic computer principles, and about 2 seconds on Google. So let's start now with the hack. And I've got a machine. We prepared a machine here, and it's this is a virtual machine running with Pastel on it, and we've started with the data already copied onto the desktop here. And as stated before, this data can come from a variety of sources. So as anybody who's used to Pastel will know, you take the data and you copy it into the basic Pastel directory, which I'll be doing shortly in the video. And once it's in the basic directory, you need to perform some actions on it. One of the things that amazes us about this hack, well, it's not truly a hack, it's an exploit, isn't it? But one of the things, and you can see here we started copying the data, one of the things that amazes us is that it hasn't been announced before, because it's really a simple hack. So you'll see what we did is we copied the data into the appropriate Pastel directory. And many users will be familiar with this, as this is pretty much standard stuff for any Pastel user. And then once we copied the data in, we used the tool that's shipped with Pastel, and this tool we will not show on the video, but it ships with Pastel, and we will open the Pastel database, which is different to Pastel. We're opening the database now. We've now opened the database, and we're just waiting for it to load. Actually, we're opening it now. The loading is going to take a bit longer, but we're now waiting for it to load. And once this load is completed, we will then proceed to open some of the data in a database grid format. To those users who are not familiar with the database grid format, the best way of thinking of it is of your data in an Excel spreadsheet format. Right, here we go. I've opened the database. I can see all the Pastel tables now, and I can see the relevant table. What we're going to do now is I'm going to open the table that keeps the user information, and I'm going to amend the password to reset it to a DB null state. Okay. I'm not going to give the command, we're not going to show the command, and I'm also not going to give you the code as to what would reset a password to DB null. I'm copying the command over now, and there you go. I've just executed the command. It'll take some time, and there you go. There you go. It's asking me whether I want to save Pastel. I said no. I closed it. I'm now going to open up Pastel. and add the company into the correct screen here. It's also important to note that I'm not a Pastel consultant or a Pastel expert, which makes this actually more horrifying. I say close, I open the data, you'll now see that the password is cleared, and I can proceed and see the data of this company at will. Here we go, I went to the general ledger and I pulled an income statement for this particular company. If this does not horrify you, I'm not sure what will.